This is FIFA 17 Liverpool Career Mode Season 1 Episode 6. This is obviously the opening game of the Premier League season. I've just had someone messaging me, but you know, I'll look at that in a minute after the game. Yeah. Goals to Bournemouth at Man United, which is obviously a big game. For us, is Arsenal away. This is always a big season. I'm going to have Nicolas Scholler and Matip and Scholler starting the centre defence, and then I've got Williams, which look at them, look at that pace. Pretty good pace in fairness. So this is going to be a difficult game. Arsenal away from home is always difficult. In real life, Liverpool won this fixture 4-3. Can we do the same thing here and get ourselves 3 points? Which ain't going to be easy, but I believe I can beat Arsenal, but it's going to be a difficult game. But obviously, you know, it's always difficult going against Arsenal, pretty much. On career mode, they're a better team than what they show in real life. Like, you know, I'm pretty sure you know what Arsenal's like in real life. Arsenal in real life are possibly easy to beat, like at times, and in career mode, they're pretty difficult to beat. And that is a shit start. Mesut Ozil from the corner. 5 minutes in, Arsenal go 1-0 up. That's a really bad start. Ozil with a header from a corner. Like, no, that's not happening. Ozil scoring a header. Like, really? That's a corner. Let's see if we can get a goal off our own from a corner now. Arsenal score from a set piece. Let's see if we can do the same. Nope, we can't. Arsenal clear. Arseholes. Which we are aiming for the top 4. We're not aiming to win the league in the first season. So I guess losing the first game wouldn't be so disappointing. But I think it's always nice. And Mertesacker their blocks. It's always nice to get off the mark with at least a point. And Matip. So, Czech made the save, Matip follows up. It's a good goal, and that was pretty much from a set piece as well. So they scored the opening goal from the set piece, and we equalised from the set piece. Nicolas Scholler on debut. This is a good save from Czech. And then Matip, like, I don't know what the defender was doing, like. Czech couldn't really do much, and Monreal was just standing there. Like, Monreal should be doing better, but it's 1-0 at the Emirates. And as I'm recording this video, I'm not sure when it's going to be uploaded on YouTube, so I've got a lot of others that haven't been uploaded yet. So obviously, by the time this is uploaded, the Champions League final would have been played by now. Because as I'm recording this game, the Champions League final will be played soon. Well, not soon, but a few hours. So I am nervous, which, you know, I'm sure every Liverpool fan is nervous, especially when you've not been in a cup final, like a major cup final. Like, obviously you've been in the League Cup and Europa League, and Mane puts us 2-1 up. But like I was saying, when you've not been in the when you've not done so much in terms of that Champions League, because Liverpool haven't been in the Champions League much. Last time I was in it, it was quite a few years ago actually, which had Real Madrid in their group, and Real Madrid won both games actually. 1-0 at Anfield, and no, 3-0 at Anfield, 1-0 at their ground. I remember both of them games. I didn't watch them because I was busy and I was out, but you know, I possibly would have done, but I would have been nervous, which, you know. And obviously this is obviously difficult because our squad's a lot stronger than not theirs. Somewhat, our squad is a lot stronger than what it was back then, is what I was meant to say. But yeah, obviously it's not going to be an easy, well, it's not going to be an easy game. Like, you know, it's never easy against Arsenal. I don't know why I'm saying Arsenal now. like I'm playing this Arsenal game. I'm talking about the Real Madrid one. It's never easy against Real Madrid. Like Real Madrid haven't in particular played well this season, in my opinion. Some might say, well, they deserve to get to the final, but I think at times they haven't played their best football. Like against Juventus, they got lucky with a late penalty. Against Bayern Munich, I think Bayern Munich was actually the better team over the two legs, and I think you'd have to watch the game yourself to really believe me. But I'm pretty sure that most would say that I'm not sure I was fucking up again, but I'm pretty sure most would say that Bayern Munich deserved to go through. And I possibly fancy our chances better against Bayern Munich than Real Madrid, but I wouldn't be so confident on any of them because Real Madrid's got some quality players. I've got Ronaldo and Bale, they can score goals anytime. Bayern Munich's got some quality players as well. Müller, Lewandowski, Robin, I think Ribery's still there. 3-1, yep. So we go 1-0 down to 3-1 up on the opening day at the Emirates. This is a wonderful first half performance. Like my record against Arsenal is actually very good on this game. Like I normally struggle at times, but normally against Arsenal, normally I play pretty well, and I normally get something at the end of the games against them. Obviously, something to lose to them as well. But on Crimo, there's games that I have lost. At Liverpool as them, and that's a foul ref. And there's West Ham. I lost quite badly to them actually in the League Cup when I did a West Ham one on this. In the League Cup where I think I was trying to win the League Cup that year, that I wanted to win a trophy at West Ham, which I think I eventually did, but you know it took me a while. I think I lost something like 8-2 to Arsenal, but that was over like the two legs. So yeah. The first game I was at home and I scored first and I lost 5-1. Second game, I lost 3-1, but I was 3-0 down at half time, and by the time I got the goals, I think I got the goal like at what, the 70th minute or something like that. I can't remember. Obviously that's not on YouTube, but you know, I can't quite remember. Like you know, but all that I remember is that, well, yeah. Let's talk about this game. Yeah. Which it was quite difficult, you know, playing as West Ham against Arsenal. But yeah, I'm Liverpool, so stronger squad than what West Ham are. Oxlade-Chamberlain, obviously, Liverpool playing real life. Ozil scored the opening goal, which Ozil's not really been seen like ever since the goal. I remember this game though when Liverpool beat them 4-3. That was actually 3-1 up, 4-1 up in fact, at the Emirates, which we could easily do the same here. Which you know, that's actually really good. Thank you for that. We get possession. Ozil in possession now. Ramsey, I think it's crucial not to concede on that half-time whistle, but you know we don't. Luckily, it's crucial we keep the score at least by 2 goals in front and not concede that second goal, because if it goes into the break at 3-2, then I think you would know, well, it will be quite difficult to try and hold on second half. But like Mertesacker would have never been my first choice centre back on Crimo. Like if I was to ever do an Arsenal one, I'd personally sell Mertesacker straight away. Like you know, you could possibly get something like, I think he's valued at like 9 million maybe. And obviously Mertesacker's just too slow. He's got no pace in him, and he's a good player I think for Arsenal. And I think he's been a big servant for them. But I personally think on career mode, most Arsenal fans would possibly keep him. But if you're not an Arsenal fan, I guess you might want to sell him. If you're an Arsenal fan, you might want to keep him because of his loyalty to the club in real life. In fact, I don't know how long he's been at Arsenal for, but I know it's been quite a few years. So we're 4-1 up in the first half at the Emirates against Arsenal on Legendary as well, may I add. Williams, I couldn't quite win the ball back. which, you know, this game could be something like 4-3 maybe if Arsenal pulled 2 second half goals back, which Bournemouth 1-0 against Man United, so Bournemouth and Man United is drawing in that game. I'm not gonna make any substitutions in the first half. I'm gonna keep things as it is, because I'm like, no, we've played well. I'm keeping things as it is. Like, you know, when you've played well in that first half, like, you know, we didn't just play well, but we completely blitzed Arsenal apart. And I'm pretty sure, well, after that performance, I might keep it like that. Imagine if we could go 5-1 up. Like, I'd be absolutely shocked. Like, you know. Oh crap! We gave the ball away. We should really. I'm hoping we can hold on now. Like, you know, that's a good goal. That is a good goal. 4-2. And the bad news for us is that there's still a lot of time to go. Like 51 minutes in, and Arsenal got a goal, which it is a really good night. It is a nice finish from Giroud. Really good football from Arsenal, and that's a good goal, and they're back in it. Meaning, oh no, ref, surely Giroud's like literally fouled my plan then. I think that was Giroud, which I don't ever remember Giroud being booked. Which I think we need that 5th, which, you know, I think you'd like need to say, well, we need that 5th, because that early second half goal has now made things very interesting. Because if Arsenal get another goal back, and then we will definitely, like, you know, we'll be holding on. Oh, I thought that was in then. Granit Xhaka's shot, put it wide. So Arsenal make a substitution. Granit Xhaka, Ozil coming off, because Wilshere and Kudor coming on. Let's make some substitutions. So I'm making just the one. I don't want to change things too much at the back. So just for some extra energy, let's bring Chan on for Milner. Like, I prefer Milner, and I think Milner's a better player, but normally you wouldn't really want to bring off your most experienced player. But I think if we can bring on Chan, that'd help with the extra energy, and that could be crucial in keeping the lead. Which, like, I thought Sanchez would keep play, but they actually kept the ball in play. Which, I think I'm nervous about this game. Like, you know, it's 4-2, and there's like, we're only 60 minutes in. Mane actually does roll though, Sadio Mane. Oh no, no! This is what pisses me off. Like, control. I put a ball into the box, and controller does that, and then because of that, I couldn't see me to get. Okay, they got. Okay, it didn't really matter. I can't really complain now. It's at the corner, so you know they got the head on it in a way. Tillemans in there for Coutinho. Like, I don't know why I'm subbing off Coutinho, and I'm gonna make my last substitution. Sturridge in there for Mane. Like, we just need some pace now. I know Mane's got a lot of pace as well, but so has Sturridge. On FIFA 19, I think they said, or FIFA 18, Sturridge's pace is actually pretty bad. Like, not bad, but you know what I mean. Like, a lot worse than what many would have thought. Like, really, his pace is like something like 77. Like, for Sturridge, you think his pace is something ridiculously higher than that. On this game, I think his pace is more or less like celebrations 85, 86. So, which more or less I gave Sturridge, brought him on because of Mertesacker, which I possibly brought Sturridge on anyway. But you know, obviously it's nice to see Arsenal like exposed in that weakness, because I think Mertesacker is their weakest link, although he's won possession there. But when it comes to pace, I mean, Mertesacker is their weakest link, and that's possibly why against Liverpool you don't play Mertesacker. Like, you know, not of the pace that Liverpool's now got with Salah, Mane and Firmino. Like, Mertesacker trying to defend against them three is like, you know, wow. Lovely football from Arsenal again. Olivier Giroud's coming off for Danny Welbeck, so they're pretty much bringing on the pace now, because Danny Welbeck's actually got some pace and he's actually a pretty good finisher as well. So now I have to be more careful, because Welbeck is also deadly in front of goal. And I'm hoping that it stays this way or us to get a fifth. But I guess 4-2 would be a good result in fairness, because I guess, you know, at least you could say, well, it's pretty much been close since the second half. Like, you know, second half's been a lot closer. Like, and I thought Welbeck was so close. I thought Welbeck was going to get a goal back there, and, you know, like I was saying, like, yeah, 4-2, you could say, well, you beat Arsenal. It's not like you're thrashing them. Like, if I keep thrashing my opponents every game, it'd be unrealistic. But I'm sure I will lose games. Like, I'm definitely going to lose games, I'm sure, but I'm not going to win everything. I don't think we're going to win the league this season. I mean, I'm pretty sure I might be able to win the League Cup or something, like, or an FA Cup maybe. Like, I really want to win a trophy. Like, I don't want to go the season empty-handed. I mean, if I do, oh well. But, well, I mean, I know we won the pre-season tournament, but you know what I mean. Like, you know, I want to win something that, and I get the free kick, really. But I want to win something that mainly counts, like either the League Cup or FA Cup. Obviously, we're not in any European football this season, so we can more or less focus. Thanks Chamberlain. Chamberlain must think he's a Liverpool player on the game. Like, he just gave me the ball. Welbeck. I'm not gonna bring him down, like, you know. Okay, I just didn't want to bring him down, because I would have had a free kick in a dangerous position, and I would have finished the game with 10 men as well. So sometimes I would take the risk to bring them down if I'm thinking I'm going to have to. Sometimes I will not make that risk. I guess it depends, you know. Since I've got no substitution, I don't really want to make that risk, like, you know, having a less centre back. If I still had a substitution left, I might, like, take off a striker and put on a centre back, and, you know, play centre back in that striker position. Tillemans, so close to, I think his name is pronounced Tillmans, don't know how it's pronounced, but that's actually really good run there for, I'm just going to call him Tillemans on this. Like, Monreal was like, oh, Firmino almost got his foot in. So 86 minutes in, could you say the job's done, or could you say that Arsenal can still mount a comeback? It looks like Arsenal can still mount a comeback, which, that's a foul. And they have got the goal back. That I'm possibly going to get a yellow card for that. But 90th minute, Santi Cazorla. And the question is, how many stoppages is the ref going to hold on? And Cazorla's running like he's just won them the Premier League title, like, you know, like that. When they're still 1 goal down, so, which I think I would have got sent off for that if they wasn't to have scored or have played the advantage. If they didn't have played the advantage, I might actually, I don't think that would have been anything suspicious. That possibly would have just been a yellow card, maybe. I'm waiting now for the referee, like, please ref, 2 added minutes, like, you know. I'll be absolutely livid with myself if I let Arsenal back into the game and I concede that stupid 4th. Like, that'd be one of the settings, that'd be an insane game. I mean, I've more or less got to just defend now, which is easier said than done. Well, otherwise I wouldn't have conceded 3 goals. Ah, yes, that's really good done. That's full time. So we've replicated the exact same victory Liverpool had in real life on this ground last season. And also to top it off, we went 4-1 up as well, just like the real Liverpool did when they turned up, although it was 1-1 at half time actually. And then Liverpool suddenly scored like goals in his early second half goals, and the goal scorers again was a Walcott, which he also missed a penalty. So I would walk through this game first. I was sent into the corner after 5 minutes, really shit start. Then Joel Matip equalised. Charles shot, keeper saved, and then Joel Matip bundles it in. Sadio Mane makes it 2-1. Firmino makes it 3-1, which, you know, I don't even know how Firmino managed to score so many bodies. Wijnaldum made it assisted Firmino for number 4. Olivier Giroud made it 4-2, which that was actually good football. It was actually a really good goal. That was possibly one of the best goals of the game, I'm not going to lie. That was almost 4-3 there, which Olivier Giroud, which I think has actually been an even game. I think only 1 goal in it says that it's been an even game. Like, when you leave 4-1, you're thinking that's like really, but I think 4-3 is a good result in my opinion, just like Liverpool did in real life. And then there, like actually, if Arsenal didn't get the advantage, like if there was no Cazorla there to finish it off, would I have got the red card? I possibly would have, in fairness. But yeah, so if I walk through a game like that happened in real life, because obviously Theo Walcott missed a penalty, he'd then score. Coutinho scored that outrageous free kick, if you remember that. Lallana would put us 2-1 up, like an early second half goal. Coutinho would make it 3-1, and Sadio Mane would make it 4-1. This is actually taking the piss now. Florenzi. I don't really want to overspend on a player. Like, I'm going to go for 25 million. Like, yeah, I've inquired about his pound 33 million. I'm going to go for 25 million and hope they accept. Press conference. I'm going to do press conference. Carrius did brilliantly in pre-season, and already he's conceded 3 goals on Premier League debut, so I'm going to praise Matip though. He's done me good, Matip. Transfer offers, I'm going to see who that is. Okay, Danny Ings, which I'm not going to sell Danny Ings yet. I'm going to wait. So I want Danny Ings. I'm going to wait for a bit because I really want to get Timo Werner in, but I can't at the minute. Because obviously he's only recently signed. Oh shit. Well, I just rejected the offer from Balotelli, like, you know. Because I want to put Balotelli in a swap deal for Robertson. Like, you're thinking that's a bit stupid, but I don't really need Balotelli. Like, if I'm not using him, I might as well use like stuff to buy a left back with and buy him. Like, you know, he's better. I don't even know if I'll be able to buy Florenzi. Like, if I can't, then I would be annoyed. But I'll end the episode there. Thanks for watching. Bye.